Shut up and sit down.
Hey guys, just wanted to make a video on how to install the LEXIN G16. Whenever I first got it, I didn't find a lot of videos on setting it up and wanted to make one myself, even though it's incredibly easy. As you can see, I already have it on my helmet here, and it was so easy. I thought I did it wrong, but come to find out it was just that easy. The way they make it is incredible, and it stays on. I've been using it for a week now. It sounds amazing. I've been able to make a couple phone calls and talk with my visor up, with the person saying that they could hear me perfectly fine. So overall, I've had nothing but positive feedback from using it. So I guess we'll get started on this install right here. The packaging is really nice. Can give you everything you need. As you can see, here's the headset itself. And then we got our little accessory box. Let's see. That's the leftovers from mine. So here's what we need. Cool little box cover there. Go all out with everything. So we'll just set that to the side, and we'll get this set up in place. And the packaging comes with everything you'll need, plus more. Here we have a case that'll go against the helmet. So we'll just break this on out real fast. Like I said, gotta do it the right way. Bam, just like that, sits right in there. That's all you have to do with that. And it comes with a bunch of other parts. So you'll have the 3M stickers in here if you don't want to use this clip. But I highly recommend using the clip, though some helmets don't offer that because it does sit in between the padding and the helmet shell. So sometimes if your helmet's a little tight, it won't go in there all the way. But it'll just simply slip right in there and hold secure, and you can remove it easily if you want. But this is the 3M clip that you could just stick right on the side. And the same as this, it just clips right on. It gives you a couple pads here. They're kind of small, you can't really see them. But what these would do is these will actually, this clip right here, fasten to the back of this right here, and then that's how it slides up into the helmet. But if you stick it up in there and there's a lot of wiggle room, you just peel that off and stick it right there, and it just makes it a little thicker. But with my HJC, I didn't have to use that. It just went up, and as you can see, it's not going anywhere. It sits around there real nice. But they're nice to have. You can always find some other use. And then you get the clip here, which will just slide in there, and that's how you pop it off and on. So let's get started here. First, we want to use this little clip that I was just telling you about. Click it, bam, just like that. So now we'll go ahead, fasten this on, just like so. The sound quality on it is also top notch. I heard someone else in a review say they actually had to turn it down because it got so loud compared to other, like Sienna or Cardo. I haven't used either of those, so I can't compare to say the sound on those and how loud they do or don't get. But I can say that this does get very loud, and I have not used it at full volume yet, even when on a call. Only problem, it connects to Bluetooth real easy when you pair, just holding down the button. I jumped right into it without reading the manual, so when I went to go turn it on, I just hit the power switch, power button, thinking that would turn it on. And if you just hit that, it turns on the FM radio. So I was quite surprised about that. Haven't used FM radio, but I believe it allows you to have 6 preset stations. So if you want to listen to the radio and radio commercials, then there you go. I much prefer my Spotify without commercials. Bam, just like that, clip is installed. So now comes finding the spot where you want to put it. Just slipping your finger right in there. Just like that. Easy peasy. Fits right in there. And then just make sure that it sits flush. And it is where you want it to be. Get it back a little bit. With these LEXIN systems, you do get a flashlight on the front for whatever need that may come. And it'll just slip right on. That looks pretty good to me. Man, that's as easy it is. I sat there for 10 minutes thinking I did something wrong because it was so easy. But now comes the fun part in getting inside all put together. So you want to take cheek pads out. This is fairly easy. And the nice thing about these HJC helmets is they already have a spot for your ears, where your ears sit. They have this pad in there, which has Velcro. So that means on the inside here, there's a spot that already has Velcro. So all you have to do is take these speakers, which come with 3M Velcro, just take that off, don't have to use that, and bam, it'll stick right in there. So no need to use any of that, just stick right in. It also comes with 2 more right here, that's Velcro front and back. And I was like, oh, maybe I need to use that. So I stuck it on and then put it on inside with the Velcro already in there. And it just made it even wider. So my ears got pinched down. I was like, oh man, that's too tight, too tight. So I had to take those off. But that's nice about HJC helmets. I don't know if any other helmets offer that. I'm sure in this day and age, with everybody wanting to get some kind of audio system communication, that's why they're offering it. Just stick these to the side. You never know when you might need them again. Then what you'll want to do is just unclip the back for the heading. Put this down. Throw it in there. Very well made helmets, HJC are. Happy with it. I had a Biltwell over there, the lane splitter, which I thought was an amazing helmet until I got this. And then the other day I put that on and I was like, man, this kind of sucks. So we'll go ahead and slip that off. And then what you'll want to do is make sure this squiggly tie is taken off and let it squiggle on out of here. Here is the mic. It's already hooked up. This mic is for an open face. Don't want to use that, so we'll set that to the side. And then you'll see one's longer than the other. So we'll want the longer side on the opposite side of the headset. Man, as you can see, get in here. Might be able to see, might not be able to see. the pad in there. And literally all you'll want to do is bam. It's that easy. So go back, slip this wire. This is gonna, what I like to do now is USB-C port. We'll want it facing down. So I'm just gonna kind of lightly set that in there, not fully clip it in, just so I have a base. I want to do it, get these wires untangled, and definitely came right back out. And then we'll just stick this bad boy right there. Wham, bam. That's all she wrote right there. You now have speakers inside your helmet. So what you want to do for nice installation, this will be the mic, so we're just going to set that there. Tuck these in, put this back in now like I did before, but we'll actually clip it in so it doesn't go anywhere. And you'll just want to tuck that in nicely. Now we'll go to the mic. So the mic does have the 3M tape on it. Unfortunately, there is no Velcro there, so we do have to use the 3M tape for that. I was iffy on where I wanted to put it on that helmet because the vents, I was like, oh, the vents will probably make a lot of noise when you're trying to talk. So I kind of stuck it off to the side so it's not dead center. This helmet doesn't have the same vents as that one, so we can kind of stick it in the center, but not fully center. We'll just go about right there. That looks good to me. Clip that on in there. Don't try and force it. You will see that it can only go one way. Bam. Now that is that. Then there also is, that's the clip right here. If you want to use, I didn't use it because the cheek pads will kind of hide the wires. You have this Velcro with 3M and a little clip right here for the wire. And I assume that it would be more for this, because you can see it sticks on. That way you can have it. But if you wanted to and you're not planning on ever using a modular or open face helmet, you could just use this for the wire, to hold the wire out of place, if you wanted to. Don't have to. Probably find another use for that somewhere. So just like that, we are good to go. Make sure it's out of the way of the cords. What I kind of did on my helmet is, you can see grooves from the padding. I just want to leave a little bit of space or play in the wires, and then just kind of pinch those in between. That way it's kind of stuck in place, just like that. And we'll go ahead and slip this back on in. This was probably the hardest part I had on mine, was just getting those to clip in, not the back, but my cheek pads. Before, just like that, you can see the wires are all now hidden. That easy. The only one that's really showing is the mic. But as soon as we put the cheek pad back in, it'll be done. So we'll go ahead, and you can see a little clip on this helmet. And it has a groove. We'll go ahead and slide that. And then you can see that's why I left a little play in the wire, because whenever we clip this back in or slide it back down in there, it's going to kind of pinch that back in. So if you had it real tight and you go to do that, it's not going to want to go in all the way. Bam. That's one side. Also, don't be like I did and trying to install these backwards like I did on my helmet. Why isn't this going in? Why isn't this going in? I was trying to put them in backwards. Bam. Just like that. Now comes the fun part. Doing this and that. Get that to clip. And we have an installed system. Now, like I was saying earlier about the buttons, I thought you would just hit the power button. What you got to do is you got to hit the power button and the little helmet symbol, both at the same time. Power on. And then you hold it down for a couple seconds. That's how it'll connect to your Bluetooth, and it's that simple. Now all you got to do is put it on and test it. Like I said earlier, whenever I tested mine, the first time when I put it on, I noticed when I had these two Velcros on it, it made it really tight on my ears, so I had to take these off. But I just had to keep taking them out and moving them around because I'm really OCD about left and right being the same. So I could tell this one was a little higher than this one, and I adjusted it, then this one was a little back. But now I have it perfect where they both sit in the same spot, and it sounds perfect. So that's about the biggest thing you'll have to do from here. That's it. That is a setup for the G16 LEXIN.